Hello, Mr. Sanjay Kumar. Welcome to ET Infra. Uh, my first question is, what has been the annual ridership trends of Kochi Metro, and what is the projected ridership for the current financial year, which is 25-26?
Yeah. So, Mr. Misra, actually, if you see the trend from past 2-3 years, in fact, there was a very much deep during the COVID period. After that, we started recovering. If you see the trend of 22-23, that was around 2.5 crore per month, and 23-24 it was around 2.7 crore per month, and 24-25 it is further increasing to almost 3 crore, means a lakh per day. A lakh per day ridership we have achieved, and then this year further we are expecting another increase of 10%. So with that trend we are working, and then we are getting the very good response. In fact, we have added a lot of other resources, first mile, last mile connectivities, given a lot of promotions for the ticketing. So that's why people are also getting educated to travel, so that they can travel more and more in the public transport. So with it, we are happy with our ridership trend.
Okay, okay. Sir, how much progress has been made in integrating the Kochi Metro with other modes of transport?
Sir, Kochi, if you find Kochi is having in fact, you'll find almost all mode of transport. I'll start that airlines, then train, metro, water metro we have got, then buses, auto, everything is there. Now, as far as the metro rail concern connected with the other mode of transport, so we have got our own Kochi water metro, where one of the stations that is called Vaitila metro station, that is also called the mobility hub. So there we have got Kochi Metro Rail as well as Kochi Water Metro both. In addition, we have introduced around 15 electric buses just for the taking care of last mile and first mile connectivity. As far as this, we are connecting with the 4 to 5 railway stations. There we have provided basically the physical infrastructure, so that maybe in the range of 100-meter or 50-meter, people can transit from each of the mode, means from metro to railway and railway to metro. In addition, we have provided around 106 electric autos for further enhancing our last and first mile connectivity. And we have got almost a buses, these private buses and government buses. The bus stations are very near, maybe 100 to 150-meter within the station's premises. So with that, let's say somebody is coming from any other mode of transport, he will easily get this basically metro to commute. Moreover, we are still tying up with the service providers like what's the Rapido. Rapido also, normally Rapido is costly, so we are looking for the larger perspective. If they can give little cheaper rate, so that more people can use Rapido for additional first and last mile connectivity. So with this, still it is there a lot of scope of improvement. We are still improving like any other metros. So we are doing it.
Sir, what is the status of the phase 2 of the Kochi Metro? How much investment has been made till now, and when can we expect commissioning?
Actually, Kochi Metro phase 2, you are aware that around 11.2 kilometers stretch with the 11 stations, which is connecting from our main station called Jawaharlal Nehru Metro Station to the heart of the Info Park. Basically, Info Park, and there are 11 stations in the stretch. And here we are using the same signaling system and the same rolling stock, so that there will not be any much changes. As for the cost is concerned, the cost of the project is around 1957 crore sanction cost. And the progress so far has been quite okay. There were having initially some challenges. We have all overcome all those challenges, and then now the progress is around 10% physical progress, 10 to 12%, and a similar way around 15% is our financial progress is there. And we are hopeful that by November next year, we will be able to open at least the first stage.
So which is November 2027?
Yeah, November 2027, yes.
Okay, the
No,
first.
November 2026 we'll be open. We'll try to open at least first stretch. Basically, we'll try to split in two parts. From here to there is a collectorate called CSEZ. So up to that point probably we'll go, and then from there we'll again do in the second part, which will take another 5 to 6 months.
Okay, okay. So the first stretch would be how many kilometers, sir?
Around 7 kilometers.
Okay, okay. Sir, how is the integrated urban regeneration and water transport system project faring?
Now, this is also a unique kind of a project. See, in Kochi, there are 6 different canals are there. Okay.
Mhm.
And this project is as a special drive of the state government. This is basically purely state government of Kerala project. The cost of the project around 1,528 crore. So
Mhm.
out of the 6 canals, that work has already been started for one canal, which is called Market Canal, which is very important work. And the main work is just to basically give this tourism facility and then make this canal navigable so that people can travel from one place to other place and increase the some basically landscaping and the age of the canals is also beautified so that people can use it for their tourism and then for ease of purpose. So this is what is the main project, and we have taken up this first, and there are 1 or 2 bridges are also there. So currently, the ongoing project here is one market canal work, and another one is a bridge construction. These two we are doing it. Of course, this will take because there is a fund crunch here also, so may take another 2 to 3 years for commissioning.
Okay, okay. Sir, Kochi Metro was also working on deploying solar power projects. What is the cost of supply from existing installations, and when will Kochi Metro be net zero?
So, like if we are using around 28 to 29 million unit per year, so half of that unit we are taking it, trying it from the our own solar. The solar also here we have got the ground mounted solar, rooftop solars, parking area solars. Wherever there is a more or less space is available, we have provided. In fact, we have done in our yard also. We have provided a gantry over and above the gantry. Probably you will not find anywhere in the country. Over and above the gantry also we have provided the solar system. As far as the unit rate is concerned, our unit rate is rupees 4.52 per
Hmm.
unit. And as far as the KSCB means state electricity discom, we are paying around 6 rupees per unit. So this
Okay.
is what is the trend currently going on. So this is a 50%. Now we are endeavoring for another 50%, for which in fact we don't have a land. So on an open access basis, we have acquired the land, let's say 200, 300 kilometer away from Kochi. The place is called Kasargod. That place is already a solar park. So many solar parks are there. In that premises only, we got land of around 50 acre. So
Hmm.
that project is also launched. So hopefully in 1 or 2 years, we will get additional 50%. So we will be 100% that power neutral. So,
Okay.
and
So,
by doing this, so by another 2 years, we will be able to be 100% fully dependent on the renewable energy. So you can say it's we are almost carbon neutral or full net zero.
we
But
will.
however, because
Okay.
by that time, my phase two will also come.
Yes, sir.
For that, we are again looking for some additional lands, which is expected to get. So by the time the phase two will get fully commissioned, hopefully we'll get additional parcel of the land. And overall, we are matching with the country's target. And then by 2030, our water metro, our phase two work and phase one work will be all having the 100% net zero.
Okay. But just how much is the current power requirement of the Kochi Metro that will be offset in the next 2 years? If there's a megawatt.
That is see, around, as I told you, around 28 million unit per year.
Okay.
28 million unit means per day. Here also almost a lakh.
Okay. Okay.
Like our lakh ridership and lakh unit. So per day consumption, so around 50,000 we are getting it from the solar, and 50,000 solar also. It's all depend daytime, with some day solar is a very variable and flexible.
Yes, sir.
So night time, evening time will not get. So but overall, if you take the trend, so around 50%, someday 51%, 52%, someday 48, 49%. Average you'll get around 50 to 51%.
So are there storage projects also that you're planning to ensure that
Currently,
you
we
get
don't
round the
have any.
clock?
Yeah, correct. So currently, we don't have any storage because all are in our premises itself. All are currently this 50-51% within our own premises. So no storage has been planned. Now, I think that recently the government regulatory electricity authority has issued one guideline that now we should go for the storage, battery storage with 10% 10% capacity, so that have less load on the grid and the grid stability. So probably we are thinking of for our that Kasargod project, which will give another around 12 to 40, 15 megawatt. So there we'll go for the battery so that we can have a less dependency on the grid. So this is all there.
So my last question is regarding the CAG flagging some concerns about underreporting of ADB related expenses. Sir, have those concerns been addressed now? They were in your annual report, so just thought of asking about that as well.
No, that is okay. Basically, these some are other concerns of auditors are also doing their work. Basically, any of the funding agency, whether the fund is sanctioned or not sanctioned, because
They
there is
they
a
would-
process.
Yeah.
There is a process of doing for funding, and that process is very cumbersome process. There are 4 or 5 times submission movements are there. So they are coming, and then the metro authority also goes and visits. So all that expenditure are huge expenditures. So and at last government has to decide whether the particular fund is ultimately viable or not. So sometimes it happens that we are not able to take that fund back from the same funding agency, but still we have to pay that cost. So CAG has raised the concern, but concern has been addressed by giving this proper reply. So now concern is already addressed.
Okay, understood, sir. So thank you so much for this very enlightening conversation. We got to know that Kochi Metro is going to be net zero very soon. We also got to know that the projected ridership is going to rise by around 10% every year. And
Yes.
the first stage of the phase 2 of Kochi Metro is expected to be commissioned in a few months by November 2026. So thank you so much for your time, Mr. Sanjay Kumar, Director Systems at Kochi Metro. Thank you for speaking to ET Infra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.